Hello, people of the internet. I hope you're doing well. My name is The Growing Tree, and I appreciate you for clicking on this video. Before we get started, please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, if you would like to follow me on X, my handle is at GG Today, let's talk about dealing with change. The game playing in the background is Teardown. Change is all around us in an ever-growing world. How we deal with change is incredibly important. Teardown illustrates the concept of change, whether we like the change or not. Teardown shows us that sometimes change comes from our choices, and sometimes it is merely inevitable. In Teardown, your environment is changing all around you. Sounds kind of like life, right? Let's say you leave your hometown to go to college. If you leave for 4 years to get an undergraduate degree, there's a good chance that the town you remember may not be the same as when you left. Your favorite restaurant may be gone. Your childhood primary and secondary school is all gone. These are some of the things that can change in your life. You just graduated from high school in the blink of an eye. 10 years have passed, and you deal with the change of no longer seeing those individuals who 10 short years ago meant everything to you. Each passing year, you forget them as your life and their life moves on and priorities change. You wake up one day and you find the partner of your dreams. You told yourself you would never settle down and get married, but something in you knows this person is different. Your attitude changes completely from I'll never settle down to how did I ever do life without this person? Remember that store that you thought, wow, this is amazing, and a few years later it's gone? Video store rentals were once the primary way that people received their home entertainment. Long gone are the days of most people getting in their car and walking around for physical media to rent and 7 days later return or be fined monetarily. What about dollar menus? Dollar menus were just like they sounded. Everything was just $1. The economy weakened, and the dollar menus became value menus. Still trying to be a good deal, but changed to reflect the current change of the economy for the time being. The question becomes, is change inevitable? I would say yes. No matter what change happens, whether that be places, people, or even one's own self, we cannot avoid change. How do we deal with change then? The first way to deal with change is realize that you cannot stop progress. Change in the world will happen no matter what. Understanding that you cannot stop change is the first step in dealing with it. If you ignore it and pretend it does not exist, you lose the positives of change. That leads me to my next part, not thinking that change always is a bad thing. We often think change is this awful concept that disrupts the status quo when life is going well. You get into a great routine, and all of a sudden you lose your job. You swore that this was the job that you were going to keep until you retired. You were making great money, and you thought that the working conditions were great. You had rose-colored glasses that this was the greatest job since sliced bread. Your company is downsizing and unfortunately let you go. You were bitter at the change, but eventually you realized the job was a facade. Sure, you made more money, and it was a great working environment, but to get it you had to give up other aspects of your life. You give up time with your spouse and child to pay the bills. The friends you once had are gone, and you became a workaholic with work becoming your new identity and your old one gone. A little piece of you gone to receive something better at the time. You later realize the change of losing your jobs allows you to find another job that allows you more time with your spouse and children and allows you to have work-life balance. It may not pay as much as the old one, but you realize you have an identity outside of work and have a renewed relationship with your loved ones. You were once young and may turn old as part of change. You were once a small child who could not wait to grow up and be an adult. Now you've changed, but you long for the time of going back to being a child. Change is all around us, and the only thing we can do is embrace it. Change will never stop no matter how hard you try. What once was controversial may be the new normal. Standards change, situations change, and people do not always stay the same. As long as you understand this change can be harnessed for good. Positive change helped to build strong societies and economies. It stopped atrocities and brought many out of poverty. Once you realize change can be an enormous positive, you can deal with the waves of change that are not so good. Do not be scared of change because there is nothing you could do about stopping it. Instead, embrace it and understand the positives and embrace that change as reasonings. If this video has helped you think deeper about change, drop a like and tell me something that has changed for you this year or something that has changed for you in the last 7 years. I appreciate you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.